Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So I'm gonna have to do this one moving, man. I'm gonna have to do this live stream moving. You know what I mean? So yeah, when I did my live stream earlier, or a few hours ago, I did the damn live stream and I went over all the damn fights over the weekend, and I forgot to go over Charles Martin versus Daniel Marks, but I did go over the other, what was it, 8 damn heavyweight fights that took place. Um, Not that this fight literally needs its own video, but I wanted to get into more of who I think or who I would like to see Charles Martin fight, and that's Gerald Washington. I think that they should be getting it on, man. Um, but let me get to the Daniel Marks fight. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Daniel Marks actually, for him at least, he actually put up a decent effort, man. Because I've seen fights with him, man, where he just get blown out real quick. You know what I mean? But he was actually throwing back some right hands. Looked like he had Lenroy Thomas in his corner. I could have swore that was Lenroy Thomas, man. The dude that's fought Dave Allen and some other guys, the Jamaican heavyweight. But yeah, man, Daniel Martin was trying to land right hands when he got in the clinch. He was trying to, fight with his opposite free hand. You know what I mean? So he gave a little half decent effort, but as soon as Charles Martin warmed up, he started finding a home for that left hand. He started pushing Daniel Marks back with the jab. You know what I mean? Shouts out to Big Boys Boxing, because on the comment section of my last live stream, he actually brought up the point that I missed talking about this fight, and this was actually here in my neck of the woods. It was on the Jamal James DeMarco undercard. You had Helenius and Washington on that same card. So yeah, man, that's the fight I would love to see. Charles Martin was kind of heavy for this fight too, man. So I'm not sure how serious he was taking this fight with Daniel Marks. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Daniel Marks put up a little half decent effort, man. I was kind of impressed by him. You know what I mean? Although he still got knocked out, but I've seen him fold much easier. You know what I mean? In other fights. But I think Charles Martin should be fighting Gerald Washington. Two American fighters. Um, Washington got a big win over Helenius. Charles Martin, he had to fight with Gregory Corbin. He's fought some other journeymen as well since his loss to Anthony Joshua. I think he fought like Mike Maroney and guys like that. But he did get the victory over Gregory Corbin, and now he just beat Daniel Marks. I'd love to see them two fight, man. Both coming off wins, should be an easy fight to make. They're just on the same damn card. You know what I mean? They were both in that All-American heavyweight camp that was out there in Carson, California some years ago. So they both went through that together. I know they spar with each other, so they're familiar, around the same, height and weight. I think it'd be an entertaining fight, man. I really do. So I think they should be fighting next. And while we're at it, I like to see Joe Joyce take on Daniel Dubois. I like to see them fight. You know what I mean? Geographically, I think both of those fights make sense. And why not? It's not like Charles Martin's in line for no title shot. You know what I mean? It's not like Gerald Washington's in line for no title shot. I don't think the fight needs to be built up or anything like that. They can have the fight in Cali too. I think it'd be a good look out there in Cali, man. But what y'all think about that fight, man? Gerald Washington versus Charles Martin. Salute to everybody showing up, man. Teddy B, what's good? Wool Bag, what it do? AZ, what's up? But yeah, man, just want to give my quick thoughts about Charles Martin, since that was the only heavyweight fight that I left out. With these videos, y'all, I'm not going to be, doing a whole bunch of, single individual videos, man, especially if it's a big weekend like the weekend we just had and the weekend that's coming up. I'm not going to do 11 videos on 11 fights. You know what I mean? I'll wait for the weekend to expire, and then I'll go ahead and consolidate everything into one video, man. Just too busy to do that type of stuff. I know for you guys that's been following me, since my first channel, I was doing videos like that for the last, 8-9 years, man, but it's just too much, man. You know what I mean? So I'd like to consolidate it, give y'all just one video or maybe two, you know what I mean, talking about all the fights, man. I'm gonna try to go live with the Oscar Rivas versus Dillian Whyte card. I'll try, you know what I mean? But that's gonna be a damn good fight. Let me just talk about that fight real quick, and I'm gonna end this live, man. I know that Spilka Tresura's on that card as well, Allen and Price, but the Rivas and Whyte, interesting, man. That's another like 50-50-ish type of fight, man. I really think Dillian Whyte is going to come in there and try to bully Rivas. And with me, man, it just always come down to how reliable is Oscar Rivas' eye. Now, I'm not making an excuse, but this man has been, he got his license to fight Brian Jennings up there in New York. But prior to that, he had 2 opportunities where he couldn't get a license in the U.S. You know what I mean? Because he had retina problems. The Amir Mansour fight, which would have been like fight of the year, in my opinion, because that was like before Mansour started losing multiple fights in a row. I thought that was gonna be like a fight of the year, and Washington was still undefeated. Those are 2 fights that Rivas couldn't. They were made, but then he couldn't follow through with them because he couldn't pass the eye exam. But now he is passing the eye exam. So is it because his eyes getting better, or if there's no problem with his eyes, and there's no type of situation like that, very winnable fight for Oscar Rivas, man. I don't think Dillian Whyte's gonna be able to bully him and back him up and just try to pick him apart like that, because that's how Dillian Whyte likes to fight. Yes, he likes to pump his jab. Shout out to my man BWTM Sports Ingram. Ingram believes that Dillian Whyte has got a lot better since the Anthony Joshua fight. Well, let me take that back. I'm not sure if Ingram said a lot better, but he did say that he has gotten better. But in my opinion, though, I see a little improvement, but not really, though, man. I'm just being honest with you. I've seen him do things like against Dave Allen, where he tries to move and fight off the back foot a little bit and work his jab and do things like that. To me, man, he always looks sharp when he's against limited opposition. You dig what I'm saying? So, the Derek Chisora fight, he was getting backed up. You know what I mean? Chisora was backing him up in the rematch and putting him on the ropes. And as soon as Dillian Whyte gets tagged, man, he reverts back to just wanting to slug. You know what I mean? He's never going to be like this outboxer guy. I guess you can say his defense a little tighter. He's placing his left hook a little bit better. He's trying to work his jab and be more effective and throw things off the jab a little bit more than he used to. But I don't see no over the top improvement with Dillian Whyte. You know what I mean? I just think he is who he is, man. He'll come up here and try to use the jab. He does like to go to the body. I really haven't seen no drastic improvement in my opinion, man. He's going in there getting the job done. I'll definitely give him that. You know what I mean? But I think he's going to try to set Oscar Rivas up for big left hooks. He's going to try to back him up with the jab. I don't see Whyte just allowing Rivas to back him up throughout the whole fight. Now he may start off letting Rivas initiate the action, but once Whyte feels that pressure of being backed into a corner or just being backed up, just mentally, being the guy that's on the back foot, I think he's going to want to brawl. You know what I mean? And Rivas, to me, is a sharper puncher than Derek Chisora. Now, Derek Chisora is very fucking tough, man. It's a tough dude, and he knows his style. One thing about Derek Chisora, he knows exactly who he is in the ring. You know what I mean? He's not caught in the middle of, hey, am I an outboxer? If I get hit hard, am I going to go to my outboxing? No, he's just come forward straight up. You know what you're going to get when you fight Derek Chisora. You know what I mean? Oscar Rivas now can be a little bit patient. He can work his jab. He's a quick counter puncher. When you throw, he likes to parry shots and come back with his shots. To me, what gives Rivas problems is guys that fight off the back foot against him. When Jennings was moving around like I thought he should have been doing against Joyce, but I guess it's different styles. Styles make fights. You know what I mean? One guy's way taller than the other, longer reach, so on and so forth. But he was moving around on Rivas, using his jab, circling, things like that. Even, and I brought this up before, Severa Luis. Go look at that fight. Luis versus Rivas. I thought it was a draw. I thought that fight could have been a draw. What was giving Rivas problems? The movement. You know what I mean? So if Dillian Whyte can add in some movement, make Rivas respect him with the power shots while he's moving, then I think he has a good shot to win this fight. But to me, that's not really Dillian Whyte, though. You know what I mean? That's not really what he does. You dig what I'm saying? Now, if this was Joseph Parker, yes, I know Dillian Whyte has a victory over Parker, but styles make fights. But if it was Parker, then I would be more comfortable edging Parker against Rivas because I know he has the outboxing skills to present to Rivas and give him some problems. You dig what I'm saying? But being that that's not Dillian Whyte and he's an exciting fighter, which I like, if you hit him, he's going to come back trying to fire back. And I think he may be playing into Oscar Rivas' hands, being that that's what Rivas wants to do. I think he's going to work his jab. I think he's going to pair. I think he's going to be moving his head. I think he's going to try to catch Dillian Whyte over his jab, especially if it's a lazy jab on fight night. You dig what I'm saying? Man, it's going to be a good one, man. I'm not even going to hold you. I really don't even know, man. Like, it's just so competitive. These are the type of fights I like, man. 50-50-ish type of fights. Both a lot to prove. You know, man, the amateur experience. He's beat Andrew Ruiz Jr. in the amateurs. He beat Kurbet Pulev in the Olympics. There was another tournament that he won. There was a tournament that Rivas won, man. I forget the name of that damn tournament, but it's one of the more important amateur national tournaments that he ended up winning. Is it the Pan Am Games? It's one of them tournaments that he won. A difficult tournament to win, especially for a smaller pressure guy. You dig what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how this one plays out. Plus, Rivas, I think, has great stamina, and that's something that Dillian Whyte. It's not that he doesn't come fight into shape, and that's another thing, that I believe. Some of you may disagree, but when you got 260, 270, 250 plus pound dudes in there, man, everybody's not going to look, going into the 11th, the 12th, the 10th, especially if it's a drag out and they're just brawling and throwing shots and they're active. There's not too many guys, man, that's going to, look like they're in the third round, the second round, going in late into fights like that, especially the big guys. You know what I mean? This isn't the welterweights. This isn't lightweight. You know what I mean? So, yes, guys are going to get tired more quickly. You know what I mean? But can you fight while you're tired? One thing about Dillian Whyte, he will throw. Whether he's about to gas out, damn near getting ready to fall over, he will keep throwing his hands until he's completely exhausted. I'll give him that. That let me know that dude has a fighting spirit, man. That's one thing I can't say about Dillian when he's in the ring fighting, man. Now, with that said, though, I haven't seen Oscar Rivas get tired like that. Now, you may say nobody's brought that out of him. You know what I mean? But to where not only is he has to, chase guys around like the way he was trying to cut the ring off on Jennings and Luis, but I'm talking about guys going to be putting heavy leather on him, you know what I mean, going late into a fight the way that I think Dillian Whyte is going to try to. You dig what I'm saying? So this won't be one of them situations, if it goes deep, to where Rivas was the aggressor the whole time and he wasn't taking much punishment, so he's looking more fresher going late. This may be a situation where if it does go late, he's going to take some shots. You know what I mean? Dillian Whyte is going to, this motherfucker riding on a complete flat. Let me get away from him. He riding on the rim. All right, we back, man. I'm not going to be able to get to the comments like I want to. Let me see what I can read real quick. Arjan Gunnaby was good. Wool Bag. Yep, it was the Pan American Games. Yep, the Pan Am Games. God of War. Mr. Boxing Moves. Hey, bro, I seen you left me a message. You were asking me, who are the next set of prize prospects. Makhmudov is one of them. Definitely Makhmudov. He finished Jonathan Rice, man. He was able to stop Rice, and Rice is a tough dude to stop. I was surprised that he was able to stop him. I thought Jonathan Rice, shit, had he turned it up, he could have beat Tony Yoka. You dig what I'm saying? But Makhmudov definitely. Obviously, I knew you were asking me about the guys not named Herkovic and Dubois, guys like that. Makhmudov, Jolalov. I want to see what Demirezen does against a Jagba, man. Now, this may just be a knockout special. You dig what I'm saying? I don't think Demirezen could win a world title, but I just want to see how he looks against a Jagba, because the Jagba does not move his head that much, man. And he can be kind of predictable. He has a hell of a right hand. He definitely has some heavy hands. You know what I mean? But I just want to see. Demirezen moves his head, and he likes to crouch down. He likes to slip under hooks and stuff up top, and he likes to come back up top with hooks. And that could be kryptonite, man. That could be kryptonite, especially for guys who like to stand up straight and don't move their head as well. That could be kryptonite to a fighter like that. You know what I mean? And he has amateur experience. He was Olympian, just like a Jaguar. So I can't wait for that one. Trey Lippy Morrison is still somebody who I'm still curious. The dude has heavy hands, man. You dig? I know he's been suffering injuries. Now he has a fight out there in Monte Carlo tomorrow on a damn Wednesday, on some random Wednesday out in was it Costa Rica? I'm sorry, I think it's Costa Rica. I said Monte Carlo. I think it's Costa Rica out there, man. But Trey Lippy Morrison is still somebody I just want to see how he does, man. I know his brother's out there fighting as well. Mackenzie Morrison, but there's quite a few still out there, man. I'm kind of doing this shit on the fly, yo, but Demireason, Jolalov, Makhmadov, Vlad Sarenko, who was working with James Ali Bashir. You know what I mean? The kid got heavy hands. Look, a lot of these dudes that I bring up, man, I can list 20 of them, Mr. Boxing Move. The thing is, I need to just see them step up because they all look great against journeymen. You know what I mean? All of them look like, the next best thing when they're fighting journeymen. But a lot of those guys, it's time for them to step up, man. I won't mind seeing Jerry Forrest back in the ring. Do I think he'll win a world title one day? No. But I would still like to see him. Michael Hunter is another guy. You know what I mean? But hey, man, about to pull up, take care of this business, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, don't expect a lot of people to show up to my live streams, man, because there's never no rhyme or reason. You know what I mean? I just pop up. You know what I mean? But I'm going to read these chats. My man Dion Folks, what it do? St. Cruising, what's good? All right, y'all. Just want to talk about Charles Martin. I left his fight out on the previous live that I did when I went over like damn near 10 fucking fights that happened this weekend. But for some reason, I left his out. So chopped it up on him. I think he should fight Gerald Washington next. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. I'm gone. Y'all be easy.